Welcome back, everybody. Hope you are all doing well again today. For it is time to head back to the Lost Village, which is now out of early access and now at 1.0. Does not mean it's done. They still have balances, bug issues, and translations that they know about. They're working on as fast as they can, and they have DLC in the work. One coming up, I believe, on the 18th of April. That is, to my understanding, I don't know if you have to have the game ahead of time or not, but when it comes out for the first month, it will be free DLC, and then it will go to paid DLC as a small thank you for another game, which is not actually it's out, but it's not in English. That game has, it's a completely different group and they are not doing that at the moment. That could always change, but as of right now it's not. It is what is it? Adventure Awaits. And I can't tell you if there's more to that title or not. I think it's okay, share more details about Adventure Awaits 2. Okay, so these it'll be characters and the that sect will appear kind of like the DLC that I have for Fantasy Island. Yeah, Jinghu DLC. I guess that's what that is, and then the Fantasy Awaits, which is on the actual icon, is in English. I can read too, which is here, and that will be that. But I did start a new game just to make sure I didn't miss anything. So let me start off with showing you a new game and then I'll load that in because I skipped the first bit of stuff and I'll show you what we're in store for. Yeah. Confirm what you want. And then it's pretty much just like always. And depending on if you've played this before or not, some people will have more points than others, and those that are new to it, I will show you in a moment when we get into my save file how you can do that. You've got your normal, here's where you pick. Then the points here, I want to say I went dragon. No, I think I took earth because I wanted to see, the axe. Didn't care for the axe that much. I mean, it's okay, but it's a real close area kind of fight. Then you've got, I did ruthless, and I forget what else I took because I took a few things that I had to take it off due to the fact of points, and I will show why. Then here, of course, you've got your bonuses here. Huh. I didn't realize you got 9 condensed elixirs, one for that. Then the difference here is you've got your normal people, you've got the immortal life people here. And I'm sure that will wait, refresh. Hmm. Oh, so a couple of them can change. No. Okay, so it looks like just their looks. Okay, interesting. But now the difference is beforehand you just had to pick them and guess. You can actually click on each individual person and it will tell you what they're good at. Now, you can look for yourself, but just off the top, Zuo Lee is from Mortal Life. He was I think he was related to the sect leader as a grandson, but he's an alchemist special, and now they have a tag, which wasn't originally in the early access, with furnace efficiency, alchemy, and resistance, where, the tolerance plus 20%. As you take your pills, you build up a tolerance and you have to wait for it to wear off before you can have more. Well, now with resistance, those people can pop their pills quicker. And then here, you've got your classic. Here's what you're going to start with: the rainbow stag, ghost flag, all that. Then you get your next lamb, ping lai, which is monkey. Then your fox. Then Kunlun, which goes back to the ape. But the new one is the fantasy island with a dragonish fairy kind of thing here. So, but we're gonna back all the way out. I just wanted to show you the, you know, the new map you can have access to, which will be part of the DLC, but it is there. We'll see it in a moment. But the changes when it comes to when you're picking your people, you can now see what they are good at. All right, and it might be called Valhalla Sect, but again, it's the baby one. That's the original one, and if you did originally play, your saves are just fine. They still work. So no need to worry there. When we jump in here, I will. The first thing we'll do is I'll pause and I'll show you some of the. I'll show you the map and then what we're what we're looking at new style and without the translations, some of the things I'm working out. Now the tutorial has gotten bigger, of course. Pause that. Now, new building. First things first. We have a scout tower now. You can put someone in here and it pays them, you know, crystals. But with that tower, it's basically, hey, I'm looking around and it reveals all these in a given time. And you can change it to, hey, I want to know this super quick, but it's going to take you more crystal. Or, hey, I'm not in a huge hurry, but it'll save you some crystal. That way you don't have to come to the outer world, which is, for those new, where the combat and everything else happens. The areas you go into will be these unknowns you'd see, and once you get used to it, the icons here, like this right here, is a dungeon for those that are new, and you send your people into it. You'll control it, but it's loop hero. The map will be random. You'll make so many. You got to go around so many times and beat the boss, and you clear it. This is I guess it's not the illusion. This is the illusion tower or illusion realm. No, instance is this one, and this is the one where you make your own map, and you'll have a boss that you need to get to end it. Have a auto battler style, but you choose your rooms that you will get at random that you can basically build your deck on. You'll randomly draw one of them to get to the boss and to win. That's this icon. Now, this icon is pretty much you take your people in one, two, I think you'll start with two, then you can get three. You might start out with three. I can't remember because I know on these you start out with two and you have to research more. But this one right here, this is vampire survivors, pretty much. And it won't tell you here because I don't have it detected, but it'll be like kill X amount of things. Then, depending on the level, one, two, or three bosses that will pop up. It's not that bad. It's relatively good. And any of these, let me go back out here real quick. These towns, we can go to war, fight with them, and yes, actually, they will pick fights with you now. Didn't have that issue originally, but now that it's been released, I actually did get attacked. I don't know if it was staged for the tutorial, but it was rather rough. Look here real quick while I'm here. All right, done that. Now let me zoom out. Now, for those that have never played Leviathan Fantasy Island, which is where this comes from, now on this one, we're building on the back of you know, a Leviathan, which in that game you get to pick which one you want, where your starting location is for it, and you build your town of fantasy RPG style, here's, build the guild, build this, build that, build, and adventurers go out and adventure and you want to keep them happy, gearing them, yada, yada. And it's kind of a symbiote kind of thing. What? What else have we got? There is, oh, they're both up. There is this, which haven't been translated yet, so I've been bumming my way through it. Sects, basically tournaments. You can put your people in. It seems like it's condense, and if you're above condense, which Hawk is above condense, then it just lowers him. And I'm gonna guess probably his stats too. No guarantee on that. To condense 10, so you could be. Let me take a look because I forget. But Narrate starts with an N. Nascent. So see, he's Descent 1, which is after Condense, so it dumbs him down so you're in a level playing area, but you need to be at least there. There is a new. Is it you? Higher damage dealt. Is it you? No, you're still the spider one, so it's you. There we go. The dragon one is in place now. And he summons what? Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops, Pteranodons to besiege. So, he's the summoner along with doing AoE, can't die, just gets stronger each time. And his attack is a 5% increase. So after a while, it's like, yeah, he one shot swipes everybody. Um, what else have they changed? Oh, no. Let's see. Ever so often, this will come up. I can't do it now. Policy will come up, and it will be like, "Hey, do you want this? Dual cultivation experience and plus 100%. But your infinity goes down by 50%." I think the other one. What did it? Oh, it. I'm not going to quote it perfectly, but it had something to do with the alchemist thing. Whenever you craft something, you have a percentage chance to get an extra whatever it is they make. But the red part of it, the drawback is it damages itself a lot faster, which not a problem. I've got not enough, but I've started getting repair things up. Yeah, this over here is not covered. All I've got is here so far. Most of the production land, and then housing and relaxation area. So this probably, yeah, that needs to be moved or fixed and that. But here's our pet. Let us show it off. That's what it looks like. When it gets up, it's basically some type of triceratops headed fairy dragon. And whatever, will start with embracing, stamina consumption minus 10%. I've given it wisdom plus 10, but it will start off with the snowflake ability. Oh, new gear has been added. I don't have it all found yet as we fight, but there is this. It's a twin blade, but you hold it like a staff, and it's from Leviathan's Fantasy. So if you don't have the DLC, you won't see staffs, or this particular glacial staff, and it pretty much shoots homing icicles, snowflakes at stuff. This is a permanent new thing. Talismans is been added in. I'm gonna guess that's for the priest stuff that has been added in. As you can see, besides just being in the map itself on the particular runs, on the outside, axes are in the game. And when you have an axe, let's just say Refine is your character. It shoots out without any level up, it was shooting out a dual split kind of earthquake theme, but it was very, very short. So I was just like, oh, no, no. So I kind of was like, yeah, we're not going to use that. Which I'm sure the twin blade here for the rusty staff and other stuff, I don't know if that's a placeholder due to the effect that it's a Leviathan thing, or that it's meant to be like that because they didn't want to add in a specific keyword for a DLC, which is understandable. There was new books added in. Oh, and new traits also. That's one of the new things. Priest Codex, Elemental Codex, Master Elixirs, which I gave Hawk one. Manage you. I forget what he started out with, but I gave him the new one, and oh yeah, because he started out with the axe. Oh, that's right, he was Earth. So I gave him that because I just wanted to see what it did. And Master, yeah, it makes him Master Weapon as he prefers spears now, which that does no good with this because I'm a Master Axe person over there. But it, gives him this stuff. But as you can see, I did start out with that, so I had Axe proficiency, which that does me no good because it's not a. I have another one of these. It's not. Other changes. Let's see. There's that, or added in. There's that. There's those. It's not time yet, but there is another one that is pretty much you're gonna start. Just say right here, and there's steps going here, here, and it's kind of like that, with each one splitting off like that, and the center area will be a boss. Now, there are monsters in the way, and there will be two other sects. It'll be you and two others. So make it a try. So there'll be one here, one here, one here, with the boss in the center. And your guys can go either way, so they can get split up. So mons, mobs will be in the way, and they do respawn. And the center is a boss. Now, I think I've seen three different bosses so far. Well, let me correct that and make it truthful. I have gone against three bosses, supposedly. I have seen one boss because I was low level and just wanted to go in there. Yeah, my guys couldn't get past the mobs in the way. But it's one of those, it's a timed, and you've got in that set of time, hit point bar here, of course. As it goes down, if you beat him or when he dies, it's over. Damage done in there gets you experience, of course, and contribution. But there'll be a counter here. It'll be like, say, I'm Valhalla. It'll be a Valhalla. We'll just say Kunlun Sect, Tai Sect, just because those come to mind. It will have points. You earn those points by dealing damage to the boss. Mobs don't count. His summons don't count. You must hit him. And when he dies, or the timer runs out, whichever happens first, the awards are given based on who has the most points. So it doesn't, you don't have to be super strong, but if you can get to the boss and deal some damage, good. Now keep in mind, the other two sects that are in there, if they run across your people, to you and to them, you are classified as a mob. They are going to attack. So not only do you have to deal with mobs and try to fight, and deal damage to the boss, you got to worry about the other two sects too. So that's a little interesting thing that's in there. Let's see what else. Oh, more research, and it's been rearranged a little bit, of course. Nothing. Not when it comes to the combat side. It's all in the production line. And you'll see that around the final, yeah, the final thing, the revival, because there's elder halls from what I've seen. And the new thing is, and we'll see it later when we really start playing this. This is just a heads up. Here's where I've gotten to so far, just to kind of skip the little boring initial. All right, let's go in there again into the vampire survivors thing and earn the little orbs there. Build a couple of things. All right, now we need to go in there to get the prestige points so we can buy the elixirs so we can get more people. You know, that initial back and forth, back, you know, constantly looking at that. And I figured we'd skip that little part and I'd do a little bit ahead of time since we've done that quite a few times to do that. Uh, shoot. Oh, before I show the other new thing, when I said, you know, you might not start off with as much points as me or other people if you watch them play this, Taoist up here, click on that. This is how many points if I restarted, which you saw, I'll have 165 points. It's pretty much an achievement without being the same achievement as Steam achievements. In-game achievements, you need to do this and it will keep up with it for you. You know, so that way each run will be better. You just need to do this, like the damage to the demonic boss. This saves up, so even if you're not doing much, even if you play a nice long game, do a little here, a little there, it's going to add up. You'll get there, and a lot of the stuff will be real easy. So if you wanted to start one game as a learning process, and while you're learning it, you know, collect 10 artifacts. That just takes some time. And going in here into the trade, not the prestige, it's in the faith store and buying them as they appear. That's fine. You know, recruit 50 disciples. As you're learning doing stuff, there's a new option here, by the way. Manage candidates. There's an auto recruit now. So it will just start picking people. Instead of you going through here, it's like, that guy's got this many, she's got two. Oh, but she starts out with Blade Fur. You know, if you don't care, because you're just trying to learn and mess around out here while getting your points, just let it auto. That's fine. No one says you play it your way. Occupy 5 cities. Do I have any cities? Nope. This is from my previous Valhalla that got deleted so I can have the name back at this location so I wouldn't confuse myself with the previous run that we were doing that I was literally playing just trying to get more points there before 1.0. So in case there was any really neat stuff I wanted, I want to make sure I could afford it. Didn't, as you can see, didn't quite get there, but gave it a good old fashioned try. Now, other new thing. It's in manage. I think, nope, collection. We now, and I don't know what ancestral blessing is. We haven't made that far. So technically it's new, but I don't know what it is. I can't show it off. Landscaping. What's landscaping? Well, what's the requirement to have serene? We need to have one sculpture out, one thunder bamboo out, one nameless tablet. Why do we want to build those? They're just for looks. They're not technically have to be had, do they? No. No. Why would I want to do that? Click on bonus right here. Oh, while it's active, all disciples, their max sense goes up by 60, and their advantage goes up by 60. Oh, but you'll look 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. You may have 6. So, but I mean, you can go through here. If you want to sit down, like, all right, what 6 do I want based on my play style or how I'm going to want things to do? I mean, you can literally sit here. Oh, all disciples max mental or go up by 100. Oh, that'll make it easier for a breakthrough. So you might want this on for a little while, along with stamina. But once you get a lot of people leveled up, you might not want that so much. Oh, Divine Beast attack and defense plus 50. That might be good early. Now, later when you have it fed up and doing pretty good, maybe not so much. All Disciples speed 100, hit rating up 80, true damage plus 60. Which, this right here, I think I'm missing the moon statue. And it's when you buy the stuff, it's decorations. As you can see, I've got them, but I haven't made it the highest tier of this stuff yet. Okay, so I got the crab, I got the coral, I got the tyrannosaurus, I've got the steam. So I just needed the, well, besides building them, I need the moon statue. And those are, it isn't trade. Here. And you just have to watch for them. Once you buy it, it's always yours. You don't have to. It's kind of like the the weapons and the extra buildings and the, I don't know which, the assists. You don't have to worry about. However, this is I noticed this the other day and I like it. Prestige Store's like, oh, keep leveling up. What am I gonna get? Aha! There's a preview button here. If you click that, besides the normal stuff, here's everything you're gonna get if you're level 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're gonna go all the way down, huh? So I'm currently level 6. And I level up again, we're gonna unlock the ability for all this stuff. And I really hate that guy. I apologize greatly. Um, this is what will be added into the possibility of being in the store each time. And we can do that with the faith store also. It has it. So it's one of those, do I want to pay for this to get this? Because we're right here right now. Or do I want to buy some stuff? Well, do you need any of this stuff right here? The ding. Improves repair house efficiency. Oh, I remember the dizzying whip. I thought that used to be lower. Okay. Either way. But yeah, it's one of those, it's like, is there any of that stuff you're dying for? No. Maybe you just want to take your money right now and get some of the stuff to the obelisk, the tombstone, all that kind of stuff. Or save your money and buy the elixir so you can get more people. Whatever you need for your point in time. That's the big thing. And this was in it originally, but the breakthrough, because I can make the initial stuff, I just went ahead, breakthrough. You don't have to ask me. Do it in the highest way possible, and you can auto do it. And everybody's allowed to do it in this one. And then once, because everyone has to be what? Foundation. They can't be refining. So yeah, he's refining. He's probably getting pretty close. Yeah, he's ready for a break. Oh, we don't have any dragons. That's why he's not broken. As soon as I got a dragon eye, he would go break, and then that would be good. We just have to wait for the contribution. Now, for those that are new and those that aren't, because I've been learning new things each time we play. Of course, I've always just let me find an empty. Here we go. You can go assign, and you can click on anyone. They'll just come in here and start working. That's good, right? Yes. If you don't care about certain other aspects of the game, that's good. But I wouldn't do that. What I would do is, if you'll click agency, and it will highlight what's here. Or paused, yeah. Definitely do it when you're paused, by the way, too. Because if not, someone else could grab it and throw you off. So I want someone to work in this. Then you'll find who it is, and they'll tell you if there's no one working. It'll say no affairs. Then you just click on the person, drag them up here, and if I dropped it on this, it would shift over to here, and it will be moved to here. And repeat or not, if you have this, which it's on by default, it'll just keep going and going and going and going. They'll never come out. And why don't I do that? Well, that earns them contribution. Why do I need contribution? Aha. As you just saw in their position, I can have 50 people go internal. Okay. They've got to be Foundation 1. Okay. Oh, they need 2,300 contributions. They need to be doing stuff for the sect. So you can do that and level them up and then get them into their position where their crafting productivity goes up. So they're going to start doing stuff faster, as you can see. Plus, if they're in the proper thing, so their crafting productivity goes up 10%. But it goes up more if they're a crafting envoy, if they're doing magic orb or workbench productivity. Oh, so like right now, I have Zuan Lee as a crafting officer. Okay, he's working as an alchemist. That doesn't do anything for him. No, it doesn't. Well, technically, contribution can go up, but they get the hit points. But the next stage is, because all these lead to here. Oh, furnace productivity, which is what's alchemy considered. They do it in the furnace. Goes up 10%. Contribution 200%. Herb garden efficiency, not going to be so great, but that's fine. So they'll have to compete. But then, I could level them here, which is even more or more. Now, we have not gotten far enough yet. And I'm sure there's some hardcore players that might have, but I have not. But in the future, from what I've seen, there's elder halls. We can actually go, and our sect master, I'm going to guess that has something to do with maybe the elder hall. Yeah. Disciples who have ascended to the immortal realm have had ancestral halls built by the sect for worship. So eventually, from what I was reading in the patch notes, your sect leader will attempt to ascend to immortality. The other sects, well, they don't want that to happen. That's what they want their sect leader to do. They're going to attack while you're attempting this giant breakthrough kind of thing, and it won't happen on the map here like we normally do at the breakthrough tribulation thing here. It goes into a gigantic kind of specialty map where there will be combat, kind of like if you were in the outer world map. And while you're trying to break through, they're going to attack. Your sect gets to defend you, and you're going to try to fight everyone off and ascend. And when you ascend, you'll take one of your disciples, and that will be the next sect leader. But from what they have said in the patch notes, and I'm not sure how this happens and in what way, but the sect leader can have a kid. I'm not sure how this works. I'm very interested in it. I don't know if it has something to do with the dual cultivation over here. You know, dual cultivate, dating. I don't know. It's something new. So I'm just not sure. And for those that are new, dual cultivation, you'll get that. It'll run it through you pretty quick. There's multiple books, and you'll equip it. And like here, you'll choose your time, and as now it's only showing her Shunrei, but I can click on me, and if I did it with her, hers would start leveling up, but I would still gain it because it's the same book, even with multiple partners. Mine always goes up, but who I'm training with of the opposite sect, sects, because we're staying in our sect, that will stay the same. So mine always goes up, and then whoever I'm targeting goes up to get these bonuses here. And you can have up to 3 books. I've found in previous runs, there's another book. I've never found the third book, though. So, but that might be in the dungeon because the dungeon I was really bad at till I found a build that works together. But you'll get to go, that's something you'll get to play with if you want, because you can go into archive and the books here will tell you, here's what these do. But at the same time, just having this equipped as one of your 3 skills, your dodge goes up. Dodge goes up +2 for every 2 rooms you clear. And that works on the illusion realm, which is the auto battler thing, and the loop hero thing, the dungeon. Not the uh, vampire survivors thing. That's not going to count because you're not clearing rooms. But the special skill will count in all 3. After releasing skills, gain 1 attack or 1 stack of sharp, which is attack 2 per stack for 5 seconds. And it will refresh and keep it up max 20 stacks as long as you're, bam, 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 bam. Which I like Mo, which I use these 2. Summon pets out, hit rate +2, hit rate +4 for every 2 rooms to make sure I can hit, but that's never been an issue. Attack has a 5% chance to release 1 sword, deals 50% attack damage in front. That's nice, but I use Crane Book, which ups my critical, which whenever you summon any kind of pet, whether it be animal, machine, demon, whatever, type, summon, whatever, it gets your stats for whoever summoned it. So this ups my critical, which technically ups their critical. Crit 1 for every 2 rooms. After any friendly unit dies, gain 1 stack of life steal. Attacks restore 5% HP of total damage for 10 seconds for 10 seconds. So those work real good. And the other thing I like to have, it's a demon book. I finally saw one, but I did not have the stone to win it in an auction. So I bid on it. Let me check. Yeah, like summon book. Animal type summons HP plus 25%. So see, that would work on the deer summon. That would work on the crane. But Mo, not going to do it because those are still statues, still dragons. So doesn't work on them because it's very specific about animal summons. So keywords, very important. But there are, what was one? Yeah, this one was good. Let's say I used Silver Star. I remember the icons. Dust Sutra. I don't know if I'm going to have the other icon. Wasn't Summon, wasn't Win. Yeah, I haven't bought the book yet, so it's not in here. I believe it was skills Toxic Cloud, which poison stuff and has a chance to do even more poison and apply more poison every time you dodge an attack. So poison, if you dodge, even more poison. The other 2 things, everything, those 2 skills stack dodge, which gives you or poison. So lots of little things you could go through, and once you buy the Lightning Sutra, it might not be in here at the moment, which it is not. As soon as I would buy the book, it's in here. Now, I had to figure this out on my last run, and I'm glad it is. These right here, Frost Spell, these are one-shot wonders, and they're Bravery and Purple Mansion. Amazing. You're paying 750. You'll gift this to your person, and it unlocks a skill just for them. It's not a book, it's a skill. So if I would have buy that, which I did, you'll hit gift, book, and it would be in here. And Purple Mansion gives you 150 hit points, 10 strength, and 10 wisdom. And bravery. Attacks have a 10% chance to gain one stack of brave, which is attack plus 10%, and your defense goes up by 10% per stack. You can have 10 stacks. So you can increase your attack and defense by 100% and do more damage than that, which will, when these suckers pop out, can be, inherits 30% of summoner's attributes. So your first cranes that come out, because it's a 55-second cooldown, not bad. Not bad at all. Because you start with these. Oh, when you have bravery stacked up and you have that come out, mmm, somebody just became a beefy crane, didn't they? Yes, they did. So, that is some of the stuff I have gotten to so far. Some of the things I've found so far. And I think when it comes to building wise, I might not have one of everything out yet, but I'm working on it. And we're not too far behind. Now, I'm not going to lie, my herb gardens, way behind where they should be. Because I've been having issue trying to get all the since 1.0, I had huge spirit stone issues. I've just now got that fixed, getting both of these out and getting one of them leveled up. I've never had that kind of issue before. Now I have. So, I mean, it's understandable. That's pretty much the currency for a lot of stuff and the basic leveling of stuff. So, we're getting there. But I thought this was a neat addition. And looking in the research, besides the Elder Hall here, I haven't noticed any uh Orb post, parapost. Yeah, I haven't noticed any more new things besides new troops. The second shield is way down here near the end. So some new stuff, but nothing out of the ordinary. But that's going to get us for this time. Next time, we'll actually get some gameplay in. I just wanted to show off the new stuff that I've found so far. And I don't know what this is at the moment. I'll have to figure that out. That might have something to do with the ancestral blessing, but I think that's going to do with the hall, in all honesty. And the accessories is you can build any of this stuff, and there's no bonuses here like there is to the decorations, like how this gives stuff off. The accessories are literally just, oh, I just want some lotus over here or something like that. You know, I just, you want to go into pretty mode, and that's what all that is. But pretty much once I get this laid out, because like right now, I'm still babyfied enough. Like, even though I should be here and, more rows on each side of this, I haven't got the herb garden research stuff done where this should reach out a higher. But I was looking through here, I didn't notice what I'm missing, so I've just been coming up from the bottom to actually get everything filled in. It's like, so what am I missing? I'll figure it out. But that will, like I said, that will get us for now. When we get more time, we will dive back in and actually get some gameplay, fighting, and showing some of this stuff off. So, until next time, I hope you have a good day, good afternoon, whichever the case might be. But until then, I shall see you all on the flip side.